afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast here on CUTV Sports 1, where we are set to have a non-conference PSAC matchup between the visiting Vulcans from Cal U and the Huskies of Bloomsburg. We are here live from Redmond Stadium here on the campus of Bloomsburg University. And as always on the play-by-play, my name is Peyton Trollinger, and I do indeed have a color analyst this week in Jonathan Sakaguchi. As always, wasn't able to join us last week, but I know he's super excited and ready to get underway. So Johnny, give us a little bit of a summary of what we're getting into here today.
All right, let's take a look here, Peyton, at the tail of the tape. Hey, Cal U leads the way in this matchup up in points 34.88 points scored. Or points against Cal U, who also leads that one with 14.1 per game for their opponent, averaging about 386 yards a game. Bloomsburg are just over 400, so pretty even in that stuff, and pretty even here in the time of possession as Cal U has 32.03, Bloomsburg 32.45, and then third down conversions, Cal U leads the way in 50% of that.
Definitely the numbers are looking way better there for the Vulcans, but you never can count any team out. Bloomsburg coming off of a little bit of a momentum here. They were able to pick up the victory against Millersville last Saturday, 38-35, a very close one. Huskies now improved to 3-7, 2-5 there in the conference. Vulcans got the first loss of the season against Slippery Rock last week. That was for the title game there. If they would have won, they would have played Kutztown today actually. But they ended up losing. They got the share of the PSAC West title, and now we are here on the campus of Bloomsburg University, and we're just about set to kick off here. Both teams deploying their special teams units. Looks to be the Vulcans will be kicking off to start the game here. Bloomsburg will be receiving.
Yeah, so during the coin toss, Cal U won the toss and deferred until the second half. It'll be Anthony Beatco kicking off for Cal U. Back to return for the Huskies will be looks like number 9 on your score sheet.
And looks like we're about ready to go. Beatco's been just a machine. Multiple PSAC special teams awards this year. And here we go from Redmond Stadium here at Danny Hale Field in Bloomsburg University. We are ready to go for this one. And he gets the kick. Well, doesn't get a whole lot of yards. Gets a respectable amount, though. He's down around the 22-yard line. And that's where this Bloomsburg University offense will start off.
Yeah, that was Chris Monaco on the return. And you see why Cal was so dangerous on this kick return. And every time they ran down there and swarmed it before he could get it any further than the 20-yard line.
Huskies start first and 10 from their own 22-yard line.
And the Huskies will start off first and 10, just like I said, from the 22-yard line. Quarterback today, the freshman 6'4", David Lepoitovan. And we're going to get ready to go here now. A little bit of a carry there. Goodman there on the carry, picking up about 4 or 5 yards. End up being officially a 2nd and 4, we'll call it. Matt Toby there on the stop there.
Toby a big factor on this defense for Cal U.
Poitovan takes the snap, firing, and that is way out of the reach of his receiver. He's trying to target, looks like Tyshawn Pollard. Pollard just couldn't get over there and receive the ball. So it's already third down for the Huskies.
Yeah, and that's been a thing. And Cal U brought the offense up. And so if you look back on that play, Noah Dillo came screaming off the end with Chloroboy. It was in the face of the quarterback, so a little bit of a rush pass there.
Bloomsburg, 3 to the near side. Lepoitovan facing a little bit of pressure now. He's in some trouble. He's going to throw it away and almost picked off there. Believe that was almost picked off there by Dominic Solomon Jr., the strong safety. for the Vulcans. Johnny, let's take a look at this replay.
Yeah, look here at this pressure. Cal, you had Brown on, you had Chloroboy in there, and then the ball just gets thrown off just in time, and Solomon Jr. diving there at the last second and almost got it.
And just great pressure there by the defensive end, 97, Stephen Brown for the Vulcans, to force Lepoidovin in a very tough situation and force that 4th down. Now the punt. It's a nice one. It's really nice. Way downfield. It's going to take a bounce for Bloomsburg and goes out of bounds. And the Vulcans now come up on the field with their offense. Going to take over around their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
And it's Cal brought the pressure on that one. And now as we look at the Cal starters here, or the Vulcans, it's your usual suspects, Jaquay Jackson and Cam Tarrant, and Tyson Hill will be your starting wide receiver. There's Noah Mitchell will be at quarterback, and Kyle Brunson will start in the backfield.
Mitchell is going to be in that shotgun. He's going to take it off. He's going to fake the handoff to Cameron. He gives it to him, and Bloomsburg coming up with a big defensive start on the first play of the drive. And that's going to be a big loss for the Vulcans.
Yeah, take a look here. Here, not sure what happened on the play. Hey, just a little miscommunication as got stopped in the backfield by looks like number 97 and Strauss.
Now it's going to be 2nd and 17 for the Vulcans, deep in their own territory around the 26-yard line. 2 and 2 on either side. Mitchell takes the snap, looking downfield. He fires. Oh, and it's in and out of the hands of Cam Tarrant. He couldn't get the ball stuck onto his gloves. Bounces out of his hands, and it's 3rd and 17 now for Cal.
Yeah, and that's the problem here at this time of the year. And you got games like this in late October, early November with the rain coming down. That ball gets real slick, and if you got gloves, it's even slicker.
Yes, that is a very important factor. I kind of forgot to mention there. There's a little bit of a drizzle here, Johnny, and it's definitely going to affect both teams. Could be mostly negative, I would assume, but it could also be positive. Now Mitchell taking the snap. He's got to step up in the pocket. He's firing, diving, catch there, and it's Jaquay Jackson coming up with an amazing catch. He had to dive there on the ground. Didn't let the ball touch the ground. Johnny, let's take a look at this.
Yeah, look at Mitchell drops back, steps up in the pocket, and just lets it fly. Finds Jackson diving across the middle of the field for the catch.
And now it's going to be about a 4th and 2 now. Vulcans were not able to continue the drive. They're going to send Beatco out. And they're going to punt here on this 4th and 2. Waiting the snap now. And the snap, it's a good one. Beatco, not the greatest punt there. It looked like it kind of hit the side of his foot. And the ball's going to roll out of bounds a little bit before the 40. And now, Johnny, let's take a look at these Super Region 1 rankings.
Yeah, Kutztown moves into number 1. Shepherd goes to 2. Notre Dame College 3. New Haven moves up to number 4. Bentley drops down to 5. Slippery Rock moves up to 6. And Cal has dropped down to 7th now after that loss to the Rock last week. Shippensburg is in 8th. Tiffin and Findlay to wrap it out. But one of those two teams there at the bottom is going to fall out because Tiffin and Findlay are currently playing each other.
Lepoidovin's going to give it off to his back, and he's met immediately by the Vulcan defense. Goodman again on the carry for the Huskies. It's actually going to be a loss of 1 there, stopped by the Vulcan defense, and it's 2nd and 11.
As Xavier on the tackle for Cal U.
All right, here we go. Huskies coming out with 3 on the far side of your screen, 1 to the near. Lepoidovin takes the snap, drops back, fires really quickly, and it's broken up nicely there. I believe that's by Marvin Maddox.
Yep, that was Marvin Maddox.
Excuse me, no, that was not Marvin Maddox. My apologies to the listeners there at home. That was Kayvon Mormon coming up with a big defensive stop there on 2nd and 11, and will force a 3rd down now for Bloomsburg.
And this is where Bloomsburg has struggled. Only 36% in conversion rate coming into the day. Hey, that's going to be a big factor, especially when you got a good defense like Cal U's here.
2-2 on either side of your screen. Lepoidovin sends a man in motion. Now 3 on the far side. Poitevin takes the snap. He's looking, firing, and that was to no one. It hits the ground. Intended target there was Pollard, and that's another 4th down now for Bloomsburg.
Yeah, once again, it was rushed. Nazir Taylor was out there for Cal U on the coverage, but you had Noah Dillo and Chlorboy once again and out there bringing the pressure. Something in here, Peyton, I just now noticed from the last time they had a punt, we only have one returner back there, and it's only Jamal Martin Jr. No, Jaquay Jackson out there.
Yeah, that's definitely a new thing that we haven't seen from Cal U. The punt's a nice one there. It's going to take a Bloomsburg bounce, and it will be down at around the 22-yard line in Vulcan territory. So now we got to see, can Cal U, come back and have a good drive? But before that, we're going to take a look at some key matchups now.
Yeah, these are some regional matchups. Obviously, our game over in the PSAC title game, Slippery Rock playing Kutztown, Assumption versus Bentley, New Haven and Franklin Pierce, Tiffin and Findlay. I mentioned that matchup earlier. Addison Broad versus Notre Dame College, and Mercyhurst versus Shippensburg.
Very good matchups. We'll give you some updates on them as they come in. Now the Vulcans take the field. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 here on the near. Cameron in the backfield, and he's going to get the play. Cameron picks up maybe 3 yards, maybe 2 or 3 yards there on the play. Gets the ball out to the 25-yard line. 2nd down now for Cal.
Yeah, take a look here at the replay. Cameron will take the handoff here from Noah Mitchell. Noah almost fumbled that. Good recovery there. So I think if it's a clean catch and handoff, he probably gets a couple more yards out of that.
There was no miscommunication on that one. We saw the first play that Cameron had it first, and then there was a big loss. Kind of set the Vulcans back, but let's see what they can do. Similar formation, 2 and 1 on your screen. Mitchell takes the snap, looks downfield, firing, and the play is going to be broken up. Intended target there was Jaquay Jackson, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down now for the Vulcans.
Yeah, that one, and we saw all right here, they were a lot of hand fighting there going on. Is the rain starting to pick up now, Peyton?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, Johnny, but over there on the end zone on that punt, an umbrella kind of flew onto the play.
Uh-oh.
He was able to be retrieved, though.
Yeah, look at the wind blowing. You can see the goal posts are flying.
It's going to be an interesting playing conditions for both of these teams. Now on 3rd and 7, Mitchell takes the snap. He's going to roll off to his right, fires, and that is to nobody, incomplete. Actually almost picked off there by Chris Monaco. And it'll force a 4th and 7 now for the Vulcans. So Cal U and Bloomsburg have not had the greatest start to this game. It's going to be interesting to see how the rest of this plays out.
Yeah, actually, I think this might actually help beat on the punt with the win. Actually, correction, that'll be it will not be he'll be Anderson punting, not Beatco.
And we're waiting the snap now. Beatco, it's a little bit of a high snap. See, that wasn't Beatco kicking that, Johnny. And it takes a Cal U bounce, and the ball's going to be down there at the 44-yard line of Bloomsburg. Kicking that was it was number 12 on your programs for the Vulcans. Trying to see what this is.
We see here is what I was talking about, Peyton. The wind picked up real quick. As you see the flags at the top of the stadium here on the goalpost. It was flying. Some people went for cover, actually.
Definitely can't blame them there. Now Bloomsburg comes out onto the field. 1st and 10. Ball spotted officially at the Huskies' 44-yard line. 2 and 2 on either side of your screen. Lepoidovin. Well, it takes a snap there. I believe that wasn't Lepoidovin taking that snap. It was a little bit of a play there. It was, I'm trying to see. That was
number 22.
Gooden was taking that snap there.
And that was something in our notes we were told about. Those they do like to run Wildcat. And so, Gooden will do that from time to time. So keep an eye on that one, Peyton.
Similar formation here. Gooden acting as the quarterback. He's going to send a man in motion. Gooden he tried to hand it off and pull it back out. The Vulcans read it like a book. Stop him at the line of scrimmage. Coming up with that stop there for the Vulcans, Gabe Miller. John, let's take a look at this replay.
Yeah, so it's this wing T Wildcat at formation. But look here, as you see Stephon Brown, the first man in and Toby E. Miller and the rest of the Vulcan defense swarmed the ball all for the big stop. Loss of 2 on the play.
3rd and 11 now for the Huskies. 2 and 2 again on either side. Lepoitovan back under center. Pressured, firing, and it's too short of a pass. Intended target there was Gooden, and that's another failed 3rd down for the Bloomsburg Huskies. And just taking a look at this replay again, Johnny, we see Lepoitovan taking the snap. He's getting a lot of pressure from this Cal U defense.
Yeah,
the passes just are not accurate. Lepoitovan, I think he might be facing a little bit of a mental battle here. Vulcans are just in his face every play.
Well, I mean, Matt Toby and right up the middle, untouched. What are you supposed to do when you got guys coming in like that?
Oh, and a botched snap there. A botched snap, a fumble, and it looks like the Vulcans are going to recover it.
Yeah,
it was a bad snap on the play.
And the Vulcans
did recover. Coming up with the stop, it was Marvin Maddox. Now it was Marvin Maddox.
Yeah, take a look at the replay here. Look at the rush that Cal brought in, and on the botched snap, you just see the Vulcans getting everyone out of the way, but forgot, where's the football?
Kind of need that.
And then you see Maddox jumps on it there at the end, and this is going to give Cal U great field position, starting from about off the 28-yard line of the Huskies.
Cal U now officially in Bloomsburg territory for the first time today. Let's see what they can do with this opportunity. 2 receivers on the far, 1 here on the near. That near is Jaquay Jackson. Keep an eye on him. Mitchell hands the ball off. That was to McCann, the 3rd, weaving his way in and out through traffic. Picks up a nice, respectable gain there for the Vulcans.
Yeah, and on the carousel running backs, as we take a look here at the replay, Noah checks down. Oh, and we saw something he didn't like. Hands it to McCann, the 3rd, who gets a nice little lane here. Look at the running room he has. Runs up the middle, drags a couple defenders, and plows his way up in. And it's going to be a 2nd down and short.
Gain of 8 there on the play. Mitchell again hands it to McCann, the 3rd, who is going to have enough for a Vulcan 1st down. And they're going to move the chains for Cal.
Yeah, that was a good run by McCann. And starting to get some offense going here. McCann seems to be the most effective back so far.
McCann gets the ball again. And just great blocking there by the Vulcan offense, making it easy for McCann, the 3rd, to pick up those yards. And he'll pick up another 6 there on the play. And that's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, good run by McCann, and he's getting and gains of 6, gains of 5 at the time here.
Vulcans 2 and 1 on either side. Believe it's Lockhart and Tarrant on the far. Jackson here on the near. McCann the 3rd's in the backfield with Mitchell. Jackson gets the motion. McCann the 3rd gets the ball. And it'll bring him out to, I believe, the 5-yard line. That might be enough to move him. No, he will just be short. It's going to be 2nd and 1 now from the Bloomsburg. Oh, and Vulcans are just going right again here. The ball came out here. And Bloomsburg has recovered to the dismay of the Vulcans. They had a great drive there. The Huskies did not let up, and they forced a fumble deep in their own territory.
That was number 28, Nate Capers on the recovery. Let's see if we can see what happened here. So McCann and the 3rd takes the handoff off. And there's the football right there, Peyton. Pops out and got knocked over. And as you see, he dives on the ball there, recovers it.
I'm sure McCann the 3rd's going to be living in his nightmares about that one.
So it looks like he got stripped out there at the end. And
here we go. Bloomsburg now deep in their own zone. Going to hand it off to the back. and pick up a couple yards there on the play. On the carry, again, was Gooden. Probably a gain of 4 or 5 there on the play. And we'll call it 2nd and 6 now for the Huskies. Bloomsburg wasting no time now. And the handoff again to Gooden. And the Vulcan defense all over that there. Saw a couple of them in there. We're going to take a look at this replay, see who got that tackle.
Yeah, look here. There's the handoff, and Marvin Maddox gets the first contact, followed by Gabe Miller and Matt Toby. And Gerald Brown all in the backfield.
It's a nightmare defense for the Vulcans. They've seen it all year. Slippery Rock really was the only team to break the code for the Vulcans. Let's see what happens here, though. And another handoff to Gooden. Vulcans eating that up very quickly. I don't think there was a gain there at all. Stopped at the line of scrimmage by the Vulcans. And now it's a 4th down and 6 for the Huskies, deep in their own end. And Johnny, they recovered the football there. They just couldn't get anything going. The Vulcan defense stands strong.
Yeah, this defense standing strong. You got to worry about going for the punt here. Or you had that bot snap earlier. You don't want to repeat. You're in your own end zone for the punter this time.
And it was a great snap, a great punt for Bloomsburg. Now receiving Jamal Martin Jr. He's got a little bit of room there, and he's finally going to be – he's still going. And he's going to be within the red zone. Looks to be about around the 15.
Yeah, look at the replay here, Peyton. He caught this on the run and set his feet, put the ball away. Had great blocking as most of the Bloomsburg players were down here. Let me see. He breaks 1 tackle, 2, and is still going. And they're all wrapped up by Bloomsburg players, and they actually knocked him forward down to the 13-yard line.
Now we 1st and 10 for the Vulcans. They've been in the red zone before. It ended in a fumble. So let's see if they can maybe hold on to the ball a bit more and maybe get the game's first points here. Mitchell takes the snap, looking, firing to Lockhart. This little screen pass. Lockhart dancing around defenders. He's still on his feet, and he's finally knocked out a little about the 5-yard line there. Great catch and run there by Derek Lockhart and the just offensive awareness.
Yeah, look at the replay here. Lockhart has blocking to his left and right. He jumps inside and takes it down onto the 5-yard line.
Making defenders miss left and right. I counted 3 there. Tarrant and Jackson to the near side. Lockhart to the far side. Cameron in the backfield with Mitchell. Cameron's going to get the handoff here. He's going to run up the middle, and looks like he's just going to be short of the plane. Will be enough to pick up the 1st and goal for the Vulcans. And ball's going to be spotted at the 3-yard line in Huskies territory.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to get a timeout here.
And it looks like the officials are giving the stickmen a little bit of a run for their money there. And it's officially spotted at the 2-yard line in Bloomsburg territory now. Lockhart on the far side, Tarrant and Jackson here on the near, Cameron behind Mitchell. Mitchell checking down, doesn't like what he sees. Cameron now up to the right of Mitchell. Cameron's going to get the ball again, and he's in there for the Vulcan touchdown. Isaiah Cameron breaks the tie and gets the first points on the board for California.
Take a look at the replay here, Peyton. And after the check down on Cameron, takes the handoff off, has a nice lane and pushes forward and doesn't stop until he hits pay dirt or 4-6.
Beco now set to kick the extra point. Tarrant to hold. Again, like I mentioned earlier, Beco just a machine. Multiple awards for the special teams. The kick is up, and it is through the uprights. So California takes a 7-0 lead over Bloomsburg, And for CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM, do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Back by popular demand and better than ever is late night dining in the Natali Student Center. Join us starting Monday, October 18th at the hot spot for evening dining, Natali Evening Eats, located on the second floor of Natali next to Umami. Open Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. to 11:30 p.m., and on weekends, 7:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m., Natali Evening Eats is a one-stop shop for your favorite menu items. Orders can be placed through our mobile app or at the designated Evening Eats kiosk. We can't wait to see you there.
Welcome back here to the broadcast here on CUTV Sports 1. We left off here. California got the first points of the game. They're up 7-0 over the Huskies. A little bit of an interesting kick return there. A little bit of a commotion. Bloomsburg will retain the ball now. Let's take a look at this last scoring play.
Yeah, here, take a look again at his camera and takes the handoff off and just fights his way into the end zone. And as he had some big boys helping push him in for 6. And then I don't know what happened there at the end of that play, Peyton. It looks like the ball might have scored it out at the end. But I think the guy was down by contact.
Yeah, it was definitely a peculiar type of play. But the Huskies will take over at their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10. 2 to the near, 1 to the far for the Huskies. Lepoidovin takes the snap. Hands it off to his back, trying to get the outside, and Vulcans say absolutely not. Possibly a loss of yards. Definitely no gain.
It looks like he's going to be down, lost, or actually he got a yard on that.
Somehow gets a yard on that play. Just great determination there by Bloomsburg. Number 32 ran that. Bloomsburg, empty backfield, 3 to the near, 2 to the far. Lepoidovin takes the snap, firing quickly, and it was almost caught there. The ball hits the ground before it hits the receiver. Tyshawn Polar just couldn't get his hands underneath, and it will be 3rd down for the Huskies.
I'll still bring the pressure here.
The Vulcan defense has been pretty good so far today. Let's see if they can keep it up. Just a little note, the regional scores are floating there at the bottom of your screen. Here we go, 2 to the near, 1 to the far. Lepoidovin checking down. Back to his right. Lepoidovin takes the snap. Looking, feeling pressure, and he is brought down hard. A fumble also on the play. And
It's Nazir Taylor coming in there.
No mercy from Taylor whatsoever. We got to take a look at this.
Yeah, look here, Peyton. And Taylor just comes in untouched and boom! Drops the boom on it. But I think they're going to roll a horrible. It was down by contact before the football came out. So either way, good play by Nazir Taylor to come in on defense.
Just untouched there. He came off the side of your screen just out of nowhere. And now Bloomsburg has to punt. It was a good punt. Jamal Martin Jr. will take the fair catch at around the 43-yard line in Vulcan territory. And the Cal U offense trots back on the field. They got a touchdown last time. I'm sure they're going to try to look for another one. Credit to Isaiah Cameron.
Yeah, the running offense. And this is probably one of the better running games we've had so far for Cal U. Who's the watch so far. 2 updates for you real quick, Peyton. And Kutztown has now taken the lead 7-3. He in our game in the PSAC title game. And Notre Dame College now leads Addison Broad is 21-0.
We'll give you more updates on those as they come. Mitchell now under center. I believe Cameron's there in the backfield, and he is. He's going to get the call. And he'll go straight up the middle. Pick up about 2 or 3 there on the play for Cal U.
Cameron on the carry. Stopped by number 92, William Martin.
Stopped by William Martin for Bloomsburg. Officially a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 for the Vulcans. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. Cal U territory. 1:45 remaining to play here. Here we go. Mitchell again under center. He's going to fake the handoff, roll off, and he just could not hold on to that ball as it's Eden Edenfield. It would have been a great catch, a great play by the Vulcans. It just, ball slips out of Edenfield's hands, and you got to wonder if that's the rain right there.
Yeah, it's the rain coming down. On the watch here, as you see, it goes right in and out of his hand, and as he slides across that field, it's bad when the players are slipping and sliding like it's a slip and slide here.
Like I said, it's definitely going to affect the playing conditions, probably more in a negative type of manner, but see how the game plays out here. Cal U comes out, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far. I believe that's McCann, the third in the backfield. Mitchell takes a snap. I believe the pass was tipped by a Husky defender, and it is incomplete. And it's going to bring up a 4th down now for the Vulcans. Beatco and the punting unit will come back out on the field.
Yeah, that one just got tipped by a defender last second. By number 12 of the Husky defense. And
here we go now. 4th and 8 now for the Vulcans. Beatco set to kick back off to the Huskies. The snap is good, and the kick is good. Excuse me, that was Daughtry kicking that. Beatco still on the sidelines. Jackson Daughtry filling in temporarily. It's going to be just a simple fair catch by Bloomsburg, and they'll take over a little bit before their 25. And we're going to take a look at this PSAC schedule now, Johnny.
So we talked about a couple of these games. Our game here in Bloomsburg, or the PSAC title game, and Seton Hills over at Lock Haven, Gannon at East Stroudsburg, Clarion versus his Shepherd, Edinburgh Earls at Millersville, IUP at Westchester, and Mercyhurst at Shippensburg.
Back out to our game now. Bloomsburg looks like they're playing a little bit more bunched up here now. He's going to hand it off to his back. That's Pollard. And Pollard looks like he's going to be stopped there for a loss on the play by the Vulcan defense.
And who else but number 97?
Actually, we're going to give the credit to Israel Xavier on the stop. And no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 now for the Huskies.
That's been in Cal U's thing this game is that run defense.
Bloomsburg strong side to the near. Lepoitovan takes the snap. He's going to step up in the pocket and take it himself, and he's just going to slide, get a couple yards, but we have our first flag of the game now.
I think this one might be coming back because I think they're going to get at the tackle. Old 78 for holding Stephon Brown.
Let's wait for the official call here, most likely. It was a holding call, but it went against a different player, number 61.
Juan Vera in your programs today, folks. It's going to get called for the hold.
Now it's going to be a 2nd and 20 now for the Huskies. It's going to severely set them back. Ball spotted at about the 13-yard line in Bloomsburg territory. 2 to the near, 1 to the far. Lepoitovan takes the snap, feeling pressure. He's dumping off to his back real quick. And he's still on his feet. He passes the original line of scrimmage. And a nice pickup by Bloomsburg, as that's probably one of their first big play of the game. We see Lepoitovan just trying to dump it off to his back there.
Simple screen pass here. His look is that bounces off a couple Cal defenders and then is wrapped up by Jamal Martin Jr. there at the end.
Januszowski, I believe. Sorry for there was any mispronunciation there. Was the receiver there on that play? And that's going to be the end of the first quarter now. Cal U takes the lead, and they have the lead 7-0 as we're going to head to commercial break and start the second quarter. For CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM. Don't go anywhere.
The Cal U Cupboard connects students to information, services, and resources both on and off campus while providing free items such as food, school supplies, personal hygiene items, and more to our students. Visit our 2 locations at the Vulcan Village Clubhouse and Natali Student Center, or for a contactless option, visit bit.ly.com/CalU Cupboard to request food or give donations. For important CalU information, community resources, and our how-to series, follow at CalU Cupboard on Instagram and the campus-wide announcements.
Welcome back to the broadcast here on CUTV Sports 1. We're at the second quarter of action. It's about a 3rd and 4 for Bloomsburg as we come back. Lepoidovin's going to take the snap, handing off to his back. That's Janaszewski, and he is brought down. Vulcan defense says absolutely no way. Stopping him. Oh, it looked like the line of scrimmage. There's a gain of a couple there. We'll take a look at this replay here, Johnny.
Yeah, look, hands off to Jakowski. He gets met by Matt Tovey, Noah Dilla, and Clora Boy, and Stephon Brown and stopped short of the line to beat 8 for the first down.
And now Bloomsburg will bring out the special teams unit. Jamal Martin Jr. back to receive. And the punt, it's a high one. And it's going to take a nice Bloomsburg bounce and out of bounds for the Vulcans. We're going to wait to see where they're going to spot the ball now. Cal U offense going to come back out on the field. And we see the Cal U faithful there on the other side of the field there. They got their tents, umbrellas, very warm, dressed very warm. Just ready to see a Cal U win, hopefully.
Making the 4-hour trip out here.
Yes, a 4-hour trip. But it's for something we love to do, and I definitely don't mind to do that. Cal U's going to come out in 3 to the near, 1 to the far. Mitchell takes the snap, looking. Still dropping back. He's going to dump it off to Sykes. And nice catch there, and he was able to maintain control of the ball as he was hit low.
Yeah, got flipped end over end there for a moment. And what we call all that in wrestling is a flip bomb as he landed right there on his tailbone.
2nd and 6 now for the Vulcans. Same formation as last. Trips to the near side. Mitchell takes the snap, handing it off to McCann to third. McCann picking up maybe 2 or 3 yards there on the play.
Stopped there by number 56, Tom Getz.
Tom Getz on the stop for the Huskies, preventing him from going any further. It's going to be officially a gain of 2. 3rd and 4 now for the Vulcans.
And as you see, Richie Sykes back in the game seems to be okay after that low hit.
Sykes in the backfield with Mitchell, 2 and 2 on either side of your screen. Bloomsburg bringing the heat. Mitchell drops back, firing a deep one downfield, and it's intercepted by Bloomsburg. And he's still on his feet. He's at the 50, crossing midfield at the 40, and he's finally brought down. And just what a read there by Bloomsburg. That was Nadir McLeod picking off Mitchell in midair, and you hate to see that if you're Coach Dunn.
Yeah, take a look here. Just underthrown. You got to wonder if the rain's been a factor on that as he was looking for the receiver. And just look at the blocking by the defense from Bloomsburg as he stayed up on his feet for a good 20, 30 yards before he slips there around the 40 and is down about the 30. So they're going to spot him at the 40. They're going to say his knee was down and slid for another 2-3 yards beforehand.
Jack Kalechi was the intended target on there. Wasn't able to get the pass. Like you said, it was just a little underthrown. Bloomsburg now on offense, trying to give it off to the back. The Vulcan defense saying no. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play, and that's what they're going to give him. 2nd and 9 for the Huskies. Ball spotted at the Vulcan 39-yard line. Now Bloomsburg 3 on the far side, 1 here on the near. Lepoidovin in the pistol. Lepoidovin He's going to dump it off to his back on the far side. And he's just going to be run out of bounds there. Pollard was the receiver there on the play. Nice pickup there. And it's going to look to be about a 3rd and 2 now for the Huskies.
3rd and 2, Bloomsburg from the cow, 32.
Bloomsburg now at the 32-yard line of the Vulcans. 11:45 left to play here in this first half of action. Cal U's up 7-0 over the Huskies. Trips to the far side of your screen now. Lepoitovan takes the snap, firing towards the middle of the field, broken up, and it is incomplete. 4th and 2.
Take a look here at the replay. Hey, as Noah Dillo comes up the middle and just bringing all sorts of pressure. Right there is, Dillo on the pass coverage, just tipped it at the end.
And now 4th and 2. Looks to be Bloomsburg is going to go for it. They're going to keep the offense on the field. And the officials blow the whistle now. And it's going to be a timeout called by the Huskies.
Yeah, I don't think they like the defense they saw there from How you? It looks like Coach Dunn was about to send the house on them.
We're going to take a look at a couple replays here now, Johnny.
Yeah, starting off here with that punt block here. Look at that hit from Maddox there. There, as you see him dive on and cover the ball, and Cal U would fumble inside the red zone here. Here's that ball got stripped out at the end, and the Huskies would dive on it, recover it, but Cal would get it back quickly. And then right here, as you see, Cameron takes the ball into the end zone for the first points of the game. Then another one, and this big hit here from Nazir Taylor as he comes in from the top of your screen, and boom, boom, drops the hammer on him. And then lastly, the interception in front on Bloomsburg as he goes across his own 40 midfield and he gets tripped up at the 40, and that's where we are right now.
Huskies 2-2 on either side, 4th and 2. Flag is thrown on the play, multiple flags. Let's see what the officials are going to rule this. This is going to be a false start call going against the Huskies, and that is a bad penalty to take. It's a 4th and 2. You're trying to go for it here. It was very manageable, but now there's going to be a change of personnel. Special teams are coming back out on the field as the ball is now spotted at the 38-yard line, 4th and 8.
Cal's going to call a timeout now.
Now the Vulcans are going to call a timeout here on the play. I believe that's their second timeout of the half. They have one remaining. Bloomsburg having 2.
That was the Cal U's first timeout of the half. The other one, and earlier on was an official timeout. As we take a look here at the PSAC West standing, and it's Cal U and Slippery Rock tied for first place, but the tiebreaker goes to the Rock. IUP's in 3rd place, Gannett in 4th, Mercyhurst 5th, Edinburgh 6th, Seton Hill in 7th, and rounding out the rest of the PSAC West is Clarion at the bottom.
It's always tough whenever you don't have a winning season, and I can't even imagine what it's like for Clarion right now. But here we go, back into the game, and the punt is a very low one. It's going to be recovered by the Vulcans at the 40-yard line. Coming up with that there was Gabe Miller. The punt was low. It looked like a soccer kick there.
Yeah, watch here, Peyton. I don't think he got all of this one, and just went off the side of his foot, and it hit Gabe Miller. And he just dives on the football, and it's going to be 1st and 10 now from their own 40-yard line.
That is great field position. Instead of them being pinned in their own red zone, now the Vulcans are going to take over officially at their own 41-yard line, 1st and 10. 2-2 on either side for the Vulcans. Mitchell in the backfield. Believe that's Cameron off to his right. Fakes the handoff. Little screen pass to Tarrant. Tarrant struggling a little bit. Looks like he's going to be brought down in the backfield. He's pushed out of bounds. And let's see where the officials are going to spot this.
It looks like it's going to be they're going to mark it a loss of 1 on that play.
Just a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 now for Cal U.
Second and 11 from the Cal 40.
Vulcans, 3 on the near, 1 on the far. Mitchell in the backfield. Taking the snap, looking, and looked like he was trying to go for Cam Tarrant. Little out of, just not in reach there. And now it's 3rd and 11 now for the Vulcans.
Yeah, it looks like he just overthrew Cam Tarrant there from Noah. Just needs to settle down here for a minute. You also got to wonder, because the wind's a factor, Peyton, if you should see, the flags are blowing towards the Cal stands. And so the wind's going this way for the kickers shouldn't be too bad. But it's definitely being a factor here.
And here we go. Vulcans, 3rd and 11, 2 and 2 on either side. Mitchell takes a snap, drops back, fires in the middle of the field. It was almost picked off again. Cam Tarrant, the target yet again. Incomplete. 4th and 11 now for the Vulcans.
Yeah, take a look at the replay here. Noah Mitchell had all day to throw. Drops back, lets it fly, and just undercuts the rounds the defender from Bloomsburg, and then it popped out and almost landed in the hands of Cam Tarrant.
It's not been a very good passing game at all, and maybe you can factor that to the rain. A lot of runs being established here. Cal U was trying to establish some type of passing game, and it just didn't work out for him. I believe that's Daughtry now back for Beatco. Daughtry, a nice punt there. It's going to be fair catch. Takes a nice Vulcan bounce. And the ball will be down at the Bloomsburg 15-yard line. What a nice punt there by Daughtry.
All right, now, Peyton, we're going to take a look here at the PSAC East standings. Your PSAC East Division winner is going to go to Kutztown. The only one of 3 teams that remains undefeated in Division 2. Shepherd in 2nd, Shippensburg in 3rd, Westchester 4th, East Stroudsburg 5th. 6th place is Bloomsburg. 7th place is Millersville, and in dead last of this side of the conference is Lock Haven.
Here we go, Bloomsburg. Going to give it off to the back. He's going to bounce to the outside. Now cutting in. He's still on his feet. Takes the first down and a bit more. And he's finally brought down at his own 35-yard line, and that's well enough for a Husky first down.
And that was Goodman on the carry. That's his longest run of the play. As you see here, he had some good blocking and just runs through some of these Vulcan defenders.
Now, again, Goodman on the carry yet again, picking up a little less than he did last time. Still some positive yards. Looks like to be a gain of 4. And it's going to be second and 6 now for the Huskies. While they place the ball, just quick little shout out to Colin Kirkwood listening to us on his drive to Millersville. We appreciate it. Here we go. Now it's Goodman again. Another short little gain there on the play. Probably another gain of about 4, maybe 3 or 4 on the play. Not enough for a first down, however. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short now for the Huskies. 3rd and 2 officially.
Yeah, and we also want to say a congratulations to Colin as Frostburg State won the conference title for football all this week. So congratulations to him. And
big congratulations to him. First year as the broadcaster there, and he's already got some hardware. And here we go. Bloomsburg tries to run up the middle there with Gooden. And that's going to be enough to, looks like it's going to be enough to move the chains. Is it going to be enough? No. And now the chains are finally moving a little bit late there. And 1st and 10 now for Bloomsburg. Lepoidovin feeling pressure, and he is brought down in the backfield by the Vulcans. Give me Israel Xavier on the stop for the Vulcans. Huge loss for Bloomsburg.
Yeah, look at the replay here. Here, as you see, bottom of your screen, Xavier breaks free of that blocker and a clear path to the quarterback. Wraps him up, takes him down for a big loss, puts him back around on the looks like the 34-yard line.
That's a big loss for Bloomsburg. They're basically starting where they started the drive. Now, Gooden up the middle. Vulcan sniffed that one out. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2 on the play. That's going to be 3rd down and long for the Huskies.
Yeah, Stephen Brown on with the tackle on that one.
Ball spotted at the Bloomsburg 35-yard line. 3rd and long now for the Huskies. Man in motion, 2 and 2 on either side of your screen. Now, the handoff up the middle to Gooden. Gooden breaking tackles, and he's finally brought down by the Vulcans. Coming up with the stop there was number 28. And that's Jacob Siegel on the stop. Big stop there for the Vulcans. A huge defensive stop with a sack from Xavier. Now short and a little high there. Going to take a Cal U bounce. And the ball is going to be down at the Vulcan 35-yard line, and that's where they're going to start 1st and 10.
Yeah, that one and took a weird bounce there at the end. Peyton started bounce and went backwards. As take a look at some updates at the half right now. Slippery Rock leads Kutztown on 10-7 in the PSAC title game. Things got a little more interesting over with the Bentley Assumption game as Assumption trails Bentley in the second quarter, 14-10.
6:30 left to play here in this first half of action. Cal U 1st and 10 now from their own 35-yard line. Mitchell takes the snap. He's going to give it off to his back, and I believe that's McCann the third, laying the hit stick on one of them and gets a few yards there on the play. Maybe a gain of 3 or 4.
Actually, they're going to give him more than that.
They're going to give him 6 there on the play. My apologies. And it's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Vulcans. Now ball spotted at their own 41-yard line.
And we have another update. Finley running away with this one on the second quarter. We're 20-7 to score. And Addison brought on his triples now 28-0.
2 on the far, 1 on the near. Mitchell takes the snap. He's going to look for Tarrant. Overthrows him just a little bit. And it's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 4 for the Vulcans. And just another little reminder, if you are watching us on YouTube or just on TV, at the bottom of your screen, we have those updated region scores. Follow along with us as we tell them.
Actually, we got another update. Correction, it's the start of the second quarter in the PSAC title game as Kutztown is now retaking the lead 14-10. So it's definitely a shootout over there.
Those are 2 very good teams, Kutztown and Slippery Rock. They're definitely going to be a bit of a showdown over there. Definitely expect that. 2 to the far, 1 to the near. Mitchell takes the low snap. He's going to roll off to his right. And he's just going to decide to keep it himself. He's got the first down, and he lays the hit stick on the defense, picking up the first down and a lot more. Now brought down at midfield. Noah Mitchell can sling the ball, he can run the ball, and he can lay the hit stick just as hard.
Take a look at the replay here. Is QB1 and rolls out. Oh, drops his shoulder and boom!
Ooh.
Lays the hit stick.
Would not
and
be
gets on inside the 50-yard line.
Definitely don't want to be on the other side of that hit. It was Mason Malloy on the receiving end of that. Mitchell takes the snap, giving off to McCann the third. McCann, nice gain there on the play, about 4 or 5 as the pickup. Now in Bloomsburg territory. They're going to give him, looks like 5 there on the play, 2nd and 5. Vulcans spotted now at the 46-yard line. A fumble there on the play. It was a little miscommunication. Mitchell was trying to hand the ball to McCann the third. And Bloomsburg recovers. Cal U gives up the fumble. A little miscommunication, just like I said. And Bloomsburg's going to take control of the ball again.
Yeah, let's take a look here at the replay, Peyton, and at what happened there. There, handoff to McCann, and it looked like Mitchell was trying to pull it back, and it slipped out. Well, I thought Noah grabbed it back, but it looks like Bloomsburg just stripped it away from him there at the end.
Well, it looked like a good idea there. You know, Mitchell might have saw that opening on the outside and tried to pull it out of the hands of Cameron, I believe, and it just didn't work out that way. Looked like Mitchell almost recovered it too, but he just couldn't get there. Bloomsburg recovers, and now they're taking over at their own 46-yard line with a fresh set of sticks. Bunched up on the near side is Bloomsburg. Lepoidovin takes the snap. A little flea flicker action here. Pollard now with the ball, and he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage by the Vulcans, reading it like a book.
And take a look here at the replay. As you see, he first makes the one guy miss, and then here comes Jamal Martin Jr. and Matt Toby in at the end on the wrap-up.
And it's going to be 2nd and long now for the Huskies. Handing it off to Gooday. Excuse me. That was Gooden on the carry. It's going to be 3rd down now for the Huskies. And it's going to be 3rd and 11 specifically. Ball spotted at the Husky 45-yard line. 3 here on the near side of your screen. 1 to the far. Vulcans adjusting to the Bloomsburg offense now. Lepoidovin takes the snap, drops back, fires to the middle of the field, and it's a nice catch. He hauls it in, and that's a Husky 1st down.
That's the first conversion they've had on 1st down this entire game. As we look at the replay here, the receiver cuts across there on a little slant route and makes the catch, and dragging the defender has Nazir Taylor, and it looks like Dillo there.
TJ Tornetta was the one that caught and got a nice gain for Bloomsburg. Now, a nice run play there. Gain of maybe 2 or 3. Gooden, the ball carrier. Late flags on the play. Multiple are being thrown. And we're going to have to see what this is about. Coach Dunn not looking happy about this one. Waiting for an official call now. They're conferencing, as you see on your screen.
Yeah, we had a couple thrown there at the end.
And looks like we're about to get the call. So both teams giving unsportsmanlike conducts, one to Nazir Taylor and one to TJ Tornetta. Both are going to be offsetting penalties. It's still going to be 1st down for the Huskies. Excuse me. 2nd and 9 now.
And those two have been going back and forth this entire game. And so they got a watch now. They get another one unsportsmanlike. They're out of here.
And we're still waiting for the ball to be snapped here. 2nd and 9 for the Huskies. Ball spotted at the Vulcan 38-yard line. Lepoidovin takes a quick snap, firing to Tornetta. And they're going to see if they get the 1st down here. And it looks like he will get the 1st down. Take a look at this replay here.
Yeah, watch it. Here, as you see, Tornetta on the hitch and go route at the top of your screen, and makes the catch and turns upfield and gets knocked out right around on the Vulcan in 24-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and 10 now. Ball spotted at the Vulcan 24. Lepoidovin drops back. A low throw there, and they're going to rule it incomplete. The receiver just was not able to get his hands underneath there, and that was Jack Riley, the intended target. 2nd and 10 for the Huskies.
Pass intended for Jack Riley is incomplete.
Just over 2 minutes left to play here in this first half of action. Vulcan's still up 7-0.
And the Vulcan sideline starting to get voice hitting a little loud, old making some noise over there on the far sideline.
Lepoidovin takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to his back really quickly, and the Vulcans stop him at the line of scrimmage, and might have been a loss there on the play as well. Alex Gooden.
They're going to say it was a loss of 1 on the option and Reed there. Gooden tried to make something happen there, but it got stopped by Gerald Brown on the Vulcan defense. So that's going to bring up a third and long now for the Huskies.
Huskies are trying to build off that momentum they had off that great catch by Tornetta. He made a couple good catches. Can they convert here? Lepoidovin dropping back, facing a lot of pressure. And it's going to be incomplete. A flag is thrown, and that is not a good look there for the Vulcans. We're going to wait for the official call now. Officials are going to be conferencing, but I think we all know what this might be. Bloomsburg's wanting a pass interference call. And it will be a pass interference call going against specifically Dominic Solomon Jr. And that's going to be an automatic first down for the Huskies. And that, Johnny, that is a big first down for Bloomsburg.
Yeah, you had him stopped, and Coach Dunn's not happy about that one. As you hear the Bloomsburg faithful on the near sideline and getting all fired up, and as you can see, Coach Dunn did not like that call. I'm pretty sure I knew what he said, but I cannot repeat that on the air.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. It's 3 to the near, 1 to the far as we get back into the game. Ball is still at the 24-yard line of Cal U territory. Lepoidovin with a man in motion. And it looks like a fumbled snap recovered by the Vulcans. Cal U, he's at the crossing the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. He's still on his feet. That's Dominic Solomon Jr. recovers the loose ball and takes it all the way down to the Bloomsburg 10-yard line. Wow, Johnny.
Yeah, it makes up for that penalty as you take a look at the replay here. Look at the blocking he's got here. You'd have swore it was the offense out there. There had one guy to beat. As you see, Solomon Jr. just takes it down and gets knocked out here at the end. And right around the 12-yard line and tripped up, boom, right there. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now from the Bloomsburg 13-yard line.
Great hustle there by Polar to keep up with Solomon Jr. to bring him down before it was a pick 6 there, or a scoop and score. So let's see if the Vulcans can capitalize. Mitchell is going to hand it off to Isaiah Cameron up the middle. Cameron looks to pick up maybe 2 or 3 on the play. 2nd down.
And it looks like he's going to have gotten about 2.5 yards on that play. So Martin's on the tackle for Bloomsburg.
Gain of 2 there on the play, like you said. 2nd and 8 now for the Vulcans. Ball spotted at the Bloomsburg 10-yard line. Vulcans, they got here from Solomon Jr.'s little pickup there. Returned it all the way to the 10. Mitchell dropping back, has plenty of time in the pocket. He's going to fire to the end zone. Oh, and it was almost picked off there, but it was incomplete. Looks like he was targeting Derek Lockhart. And that would have been just an amazing throw, an amazing catch there if he would have caught it.
That was Jamar Reed on the coverage for Bloomsburg. He's 6 foot. Yeah, the 6'1", 200-pound defensive back. Just threw the ball there.
Vulcans still at the Husky 10-yard line now. 3 there on the far. Believe that's Jackson, Kalechi, and Tarrant on the far. Lockhart was on the near. Timeout will be called now. Bloomsburg will call that timeout there. We'll call the timeout with 20 seconds remaining there in the half. Let's take a look back at this fumble recovery. Solomon Jr. picking it up. And just we see the speed on him. Then we see the pursuit also there by Tyshawn Pollard. And
look at the stiff arm he gave to Jamal Martin Jr. there.
Mm-hmm. It was just, like I said, just great hustle there by Pollard, and even better execution by Solomon Jr. Just able to see that the ball was down, pick up, and turn on the Jets as puts Cal U in a great spot. Now all Cal U has to do is just convert here on this drive at the 10-yard line, and they'll have another set of points that are up on the board.
Well, here's the thing, Peyton. You've got 20 seconds to go here in the half, and you got both your time. You still have 2 timeouts yet, and so you have plenty of time. And I guarantee you, Coach Dunn's got all the confidence in Noah Mitchell there at quarterback.
No reason to doubt Mitchell at all. He's performed in these types of situations before. Can he pull it off again?
So I don't know what's going on here, but the referee's going over the near sideline, Peyton.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure either. Looks like he's just.
It's like he's heading back to the locker room almost. What?
Looks like he's trying to just walk something off there.
Yeah, it looks like he might have actually hurt something there.
Let's hope
But
he's
it
okay.
looks like we have the other official, so one of the other guys is going to have to be the lead official now.
That was our head official there. Now Mitchell takes a snap. He's going to take it himself, rolls to the left, and a flag is thrown. It almost looked like Mitchell was just going to take it himself. He tries to target Lockhart, incomplete. Like I said, there is a flag there on the play.
And that one was in the end zone, so
Cal U's going to try to look for a pass interference. And like I said, the head official is injured, so we're going to have to just bear with us here.
And that's going against Bloomsburg defense.
Holding was, I believe. And that's a penalty you do not want to take if you're Bloomsburg right now. Deep in your own zone, 3rd and 8. And there's just another look at that official. Looks like he's trying to stand up, trying to get his bearings. Hopefully he comes back into the game. And with that penalty, it'll make it a 1st and goal. And the ball spotted at the Bloomsburg 5-yard line. Vulcans have a fresh set of downs to work with. Let's see what they can do with it. Trips to the far side of your screen. Lockhart on the near. Mitchell takes the snap. Firing to the end zone, and it is incomplete. Cam Tarrant the target again. It looked like the defender just got his ankles and just tripped them up there before he could get secure the catch there. Good defense by them.
Look here on the bottom of your screen. And Tarrant just got tripped up there at the end. Looks like the defender might have actually clipped his ankle, and just out of his reach.
2nd and goal now for the Vulcans. Ball still at the 5-yard line. Cal's got to work fast. They will get the ball to start off the second half, but they won't get it at this specific spot. Mitchell takes a snap. Nothing but time. Excuse me. No, he is brought down and sacked on the play. The Bloomsburg defense closing in on Mitchell as he tried to step up.
Take a look at the replay here. Looks like Noah's going to run it and then saw the defense try to step back, but it was too late. Bloomsburg is going to wrap him up as Cal U calls time out here with 5 seconds left.
That's going to back the Vulcans up a little bit more. Probably ball spotted, it looks like the 8-yard line. That was a pretty big sack there for Bloomsburg.
And Cal all called timeout, so you got to wonder, are they going to go for the field goal here?
There's a lot of options here. If you're Coach Dunn, you have a lot of options. You can go with Biko, who has just been a machine, like I said multiple times throughout the broadcast. Or you could send out the offense, but it looks like they will send out Biko and the extra point team. And looks like Cal U's going to try to just play it safe here and go for the 3 rather than try to force the play for 6 and maybe even a pick. Ball spotted at the 8-yard line. Biko is going to be set to kick. Tarrant to hold. Bloomsburg trying to make it loud. And stoppage of the play. And Bloomsburg calls a timeout to try to ice Beatco. Trying to take some warm-ups there, trying to stretch the leg out.
And it is a little chilly out here since the rain picked up. High for the afternoon was supposed to be 50, but now, I don't think we got there now due to the rain.
Definitely
Probably
not.
feels more like 40 degrees out here, if that. I'm not on our friend Dylan Goodday, so I'm not 100% sure on the weather conditions. As Gary sighs of relief.
Looks like everyone's back out on the field. Beatco remains there. Coach Dunn's still going to trust him after that ice. Huskies trying to make it loud for Beatco. Trying to disrupt the concentration. Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is through the uprights. Cal U registers another couple points here, and looks like we are going to go to halftime now. Vulcans up on the Huskies 10-0, as we're just going to cut it to halftime and cut it to commercial break here on CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC network, and 91.9 FM. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The Cal U Cupboard connects students to information, services, and resources both on and off campus while providing free items such as food, school supplies, personal hygiene items, and more to our students. Visit our 2 locations at the Vulcan Village Clubhouse and Natali Student Center, or for a contactless option, visit bit.ly.com/Cal U Cupboard to request food or give donations. For important Cal U information, community resources, and our how-to series, follow at Cal U Cupboard on Instagram and the campus-wide announcements.
welcome back here to Bloomsburg University, where we have a PSAC non-conference matchup between the Vulcans from Cal U and the Huskies from Bloomsburg. We're going to take a look at some highlights here from that first half of play there. We see there was a blocked punt. It was recovered by Cal U. Then we get our first touchdown of the game from Isaiah Cameron. Actually, no, excuse me. This is not the touchdown. It's going to be a fumble by the Vulcans right there just at the line. Not a good look there. Now, I believe, is going to be the touchdown by Isaiah Cameron. Not fumbling this time, able to cross the plane. Then, Lepoitovan will take the snap here, looking downfield, or what seems to be, then boom, Nazir Taylor comes out of nowhere, lays the smack down on him. Then Mitchell airs it out in the air, and just a great grab there by Bloomsburg with the interception, taken back pretty nicely. Then the punt by Bloomsburg, almost a soccer kick there on the field. Gabe Miller jumping on that one. Then Mitchell rolling off. He couldn't find anyone, and then he rolls off to the right, and then boom, lowers the shoulder on the defenseman and gets to the 50 for a nice game. Bloomsburg then makes a mistake. They fumble. Dominic Solomon Jr. picks it up, and it almost looks like he's going to score there, but then the run there by Pollard stops him, and then Beatco kicks the extra point, or the field goal, to make it 10-0 Cal U, as we are underway for this second half of action. Lockhart on the carry now. He's kind of swinging out wide. He misses the stiff arm. He would have landed that. He probably would have got a lot farther there, but he was brought there out of bounds by Bloomsburg, a little past the 30-yard line, and that's where the Vulcans are going to set up.
Yeah, not bad field position for the Vulcans to start here. Here, I got a couple scores updates for you, Peyton, as it is 3-3 over in Shippensburg. We're just getting started with the second quarter over there. Shepherd getting started in the third quarter of their game, leading 24-0. And Assumption trails Bentley 28-10. Slippery Rock trails in the PSAC title game 24-17 as they go to the half. New Haven up 10-3 on Franklin Pierce.
And now we're back into the action here. It's going to be the first drive of the half. Mitchell takes the snap. Doesn't like what he sees, so he's going to take it himself. He's trying to roll off to his right, and he almost laid the shoulder there again. He's tripped up. Gain of probably about 6 or 7 there on the play. Great hustle by Mitchell. You see him trying to look downfield. He evades the defender. He rolls off to his right. Just decides he's going to take it himself. And he looks there. Tried to lower the shoulder, but then he ended up getting tripped up. It'll be 2nd and 4 now for the Vulcans.
Yeah, good run by Noah Mitchell, as he's second on the team right now for rushing in this game.
Cameron now gets the handoff. He tries to swing it outside, and Bloomsburg read it like a book, and that's going to be a big loss for the Vulcans.
And Cameron looking to get something going here and just stopped in the backfield.
No gain on the play for the. It's kind of surprising there. It looked like it was going to be a big loss for the Vulcans. Officials are going to mark it 3rd and about 5 now. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line in Vulcan territory. Jackson on the far side, 2 here on the near. Mitchell with the snap. Quick pass. Caught there by Ian Edenfield. He keeps in bounds, and that's going to be a Vulcan first down as he moves the chains.
Well, something different from what it was in the first half, Peyton, as we take a look here. Here, as you see, Mitchell just drops back. A little simple out route for Ian Edenfield there. Here on the far sideline. Caught it. Got it at the first down and then some, and stepped out of bounds. But another thing, we don't have the wind and rain like we did in the first half. As you can see, it's died down. Oh, the rain is gone, and now.
And we're going to have ourselves a bit of a football game now. No weather into play. It's just really cold. Mitchell firing to Cam Tarrant. Actually catches it now, and looks to be a nice gain. Looks like 7 or 8 there. Just thrown in the middle of the field. And officially it's going to be a 2nd and about 3 now. Gain of 7. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line in Cal territory. Mitchell takes the snap, handing it off to his back, and that's Cameron. Cameron crossing midfield and will pick up another Vulcan first down.
Cameron, between Cameron and McCann the third, a lot of rushing yards here for the Vulcans.
About 12-10 remaining here in this third quarter of action. 10-0 is your score for Cal U. Mitchell doesn't like what he sees. Bloomsburg was pushing there. He checked him out there. Mitchell dropping back, firing down the field. Almost picked off. The intended target was Jackson. And a nice defensive effort there by the Huskies.
Take a look at the replay here as Mitchell just dropped back, and it looks like he's just going to underthrow the route here, or as Jackson, and was right in where he wanted to be for that catch, but it looks like the defender jumped the route.
It was a really good throw and would have been a really good catch, but on the coverage there was Nadir McLeod trying to get another interception. He was the one that got that interception earlier in the game. He's going to hand it off to Cameron now. Cameron able to pick up a nice, respectable game, 4 or 5 on the play for the Vulcans.
It's going to bring it up a third down unmanageable here for the Vulcans.
Looks to be a pickup of about 4 now. It's going to be 3rd and 6 for Cal. Ball spotted at the Bloomsburg 43-yard line.
Cal's keeping the carousel of running backs going on as Richie Sykes now checks back into the game.
The great thing that Cal U has those running backs that can get the job done and keep everybody fresh. Mitchell. Now to Lockhart. He catches it. Lockhart picks up the first down. He puts a man down. Lockhart almost jumping the defender. Picks up the first down and a lot more. It's a great catch there by Lockhart. And just what offensive awareness by him.
Yeah, look at so Lockhart running east and west here, and then turns upfield. Well, honestly, I think he jumped the route and took one away from Cam Tarrant. But either way, it's a first down for the Vulcans.
Whatever you got to do to get those positive yards, that's what the Vulcans are doing. Now starting to get deeper into Bloomsburg territory at their own 30, at the Husky 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Mitchell with Cameron in the backfield takes the snap. Mitchell looking downfield, firing. He's caught there by Edenfield, and he's brought down right away. And a nice catch there by Ian Edenfield. And he secures the ball before he's brought down. Nice pickup. Looks like about 8 there on the play. And it's going to be 2nd and 2. 7, excuse me. 2nd and 3. My apologies.
And from up here, it looked like it was 2nd and 8, but either way, it's 2nd and manageable for the Vulcans in a really good spot here.
Mitchell now takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Isaiah Cameron. Cameron goes up the middle, and he'll pick up enough for the Vulcan. First down yet again. Cal U keeps trucking along as they continue this drive.
Take a look at the replay here, Peyton, as we see a clean handoff here to Cameron as he runs up the middle. Look at the lane they left him. He's dragging and Husky defenders about another 3 yards. It's going to set him up 1st and 10 here inside the red zone, right around the 16, 17-yard line.
Now Mitchell with the snap, looking, firing to the end zone. Almost to Derek Lockhart. No flags thrown. And it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Vulcans.
Yeah, almost brought it in, but us in and out of the hands of Lockhart there. Even though the rain stopped, Peyton, but that ball's still going to be a little slick.
Tell you what, Johnny, if he catches that ball, that might have been on the highlights everywhere, maybe almost national highlights. He almost caught that with one hand, spun it around, and went in the end zone. That would have been just a terrific catch by Lockhart. Just couldn't control it, and now it's 2nd and 10 now for the Vulcans. Looks to be Jackson and Tarrant there on the far side. Lockhart here on the near. Cameron in the backfield with Mitchell. Taking the snap. Giving it off to Isaiah Cameron. He's trying to truck his way along. He'll pick up maybe about 2 or 3 there on the play, and it'll be 3rd down for Cal.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a gain of 3. A good block by Ian Edenfield there on the far side. As he was Eden Cameron, but it's 3rd and long now for Cal, and they got to make something happen here.
3rd and 8 now for the Vulcans. Terrett, Kalechi, and Lockhart here on this near side. Jackson on the far. Richie Sykes now in the backfield with Mitchell. Cameron's been just placed there on the sidelines, get a little breather. Now, Mitchell with the snap, looking, dropping back, firing to Richie Sykes. Richie Sykes wide open, the 5, and that's a Vulcan touchdown, Richie Sykes.
Take a look here. Here, Peyton, as we go to the replay. Hey, watch this. It's just a little quick route. As we see now here on the highlight reel. Just a little quick crossing route out for Richie Sykes as he takes it up his own sideline and in for the score. And that puts Noah Mitchell 1 touchdown away from breaking the all-time record here at Cal U.
And that would be something to watch here for the last regular season game for the Vulcans. Biko now set for the extra point. High snap. It's grounded, and it's through the uprights. Your score now, Cal U jumps up to a lead of 17-0 over Bloomsburg. We're going to have to send it to commercial break for CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC network, and 91.9 FM. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Backed by popular demand and better than ever is late-night dining in the Natali Student Center. Join us starting Monday, October 18th at the hot spot for evening dining, Natali Evening Eats, located on the 2nd floor of Natali next to Umami. Open Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. to 11:30 p.m., and on weekends, 7:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m., Natali Evening Eats is a one-stop shop for your favorite menu items. Orders can be placed through our mobile app or at the designated Evening Eats kiosk. We can't wait to see you there.
And welcome back to the broadcast here on CUTV Sports 1. Cal U, just before we took it to commercial break, able to put some more points up on the board, now leading 17-0 over the Huskies. And they're on the kick return there, a nice hit there by the Vulcans.
As we look here at the
replay here, Johnny.
Yeah, look at it's just a simple crossing pattern there for Richie Sykes. Crosses the 10 and takes it up his sideline, and nothing but daylight as he scores, puts the Vulcans up 17-0 now.
Bloomsburg definitely wasn't ready for that. Sykes just wide open in the middle of the field.
Little running back option en route.
Now the Huskies in their own territory at the 30. It's going to be a handoff to Gooden. Maybe a gain of 2 or 3 there on the play, 2nd down.
And simple handoff to Gooden and turned up field. Oh, but it was stopped by Brown and Chloroboy. They're going to rule it a gain of 2.
Now 2nd and 8, just like you said, now from the Bloomsburg 32-yard line. A man in motion now. Takes the snap. He's going to take it himself, and he's met right away by the Vulcans. And that's going to be a 3rd down for the Huskies. Yeah,
big stop there by the Vulcan. And as you see, Jamal Martin Jr. just came in out of nowhere. That's Kevon Mormon in with the stop. And then led the swarm of Vulcan defenders in on the stop there.
Now he takes the snap. Fires to the middle of the field. It's caught, and it's a 1st down a little bit more. He was dragging Vulcan defenders, and that's a Bloomsburg 1st down, hauled in nicely there by number 26, and that's Naj Jones. Now, Johnny, what we forgot to mention here is a little bit of a change in quarterback now coming to Ben Rise. He's going to complete the pass off to the receiver, and he was dragging him for the 1st down. Rise now in the shotgun. It's pulling it away. He's going to take it himself now to the near side. He's hit hard there by the Vulcans. Maybe gain of 2 there. 2nd and 8 now for the Huskies.
Yeah, initial contact by Jamal Martin Jr. and it was Noah Dilla, and Matt Toby coming up on the play for the big stop.
We've talked a lot about that Vulcan defense. They're staying strong so far, but can they put a bigger stake in the ground? 2nd and 8, Rise takes the snap, firing to the far side. He's trying to cut back there. He does, and he's just met there right away by the Vulcans. Now into Cal U territory at the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd and about 2 now for the Huskies.
Yeah, the Huskies starting to get a bit of a drive going on here. Here, with the change of quarterback with Rise now, they're starting to get some plays together.
Got 2 receivers here spread out a lot here on the near side and far side. Power I formation. Looks like a Wildcat almost, and they're going to give it off to the back, and that is a Bloomsburg 1st down. Trying to see a number on that carry there.
Yeah, it was handoff to the fullback, number 89, Jack Riley.
No, that was
Here,
number
22.
32, I believe. That was Januszewski. That's a Husky 1st down now.
Second time they converted on 3rd down this drive.
Now at the Cal U 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Rise takes a snap, drops back, feeling pressure, and he is brought down for the sack. Jamal Martin Jr. coming up large for the Vulcans, and a big stop.
Yeah, take a look at the replay here. He just comes screaming off the edge and wraps him up. Rise, nothing he could have done about that one, and because if Martin Jr. doesn't get it, Stephon Brown or Noah Dillo gets him there at the end of the play.
We've seen this Cal U defense just really put the pressure on Bloomsburg's offense. The line, they just blow right through the line, and they're in their face every play, what seems like. Rise, empty backfield. Quick little pop pass to his back. And it looked like he almost got over Taylor, but Taylor does make the stop there on Gooden. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and long for the Huskies.
Yeah, big stop there for the Vulcans as Taylor just used a pack body drop to stop up Gooden from getting any more yardage.
Now Bloomsburg back in Cal U territory at the 49-yard line, 2 and 2 on either side, strong side to the far. Rise takes a snap, firing it downfield, and it is out of bounds, intended for Tornetta, and that's going to bring up a 4th down for Bloomsburg. Johnny, just a quick little note there. I'm noticing on the field, you remember that ref that we saw that was a little injured? He didn't come back to the game, so I hope everything's going to be okay with him, but like I said, he is not going to be returning for this game, and that's just really unfortunate to see.
Yeah, we talk about how important it is for the players not to get hurt, but also we got to look out for the officials. As that one's, almost got blocked.
And it's going to take a Bloomsburg bounce. Martin Jr. going to try to return this. And it looks like he'll get just before the 30-yard line before being knocked down by the Huskies.
Yeah, we heard the call, get away. Hey, but Jamal Martin Jr. is like, yeah, no. Oh, let's try something else here.
He had something else in mind there.
Yeah, and I'm going to give a quick shout-out real quick, Peyton, to my friends from Haunted Hills Estate, Amber and Tony. He just had a baby girl born on Thursday night. I ate Zoe, 7 pounds, 10 ounces, but a healthy baby girl. Oh, so congratulations, guys, on that one.
Congratulations to them. Mitchell now rolling to his left. He finds Tarrant. Did he catch it? And the officials are going to wave this one off. They're going to say that it touched the turf before Tarrant got his hands underneath that. I'm sure the Vulcan faithful is not liking that.
Yeah, the referee on the near side said he caught it, but the line judge says otherwise.
That's just how the game works there. 2nd and 10 now for the Vulcans. Tarrant and Lockhart here on this near side, one to the far. That's Jackson. Jackson coming into this game leads Cal U in receiving yards. We haven't seen him a whole lot, make a lot of plays, but let's see what happens. Mitchell drops back, firing to Edenfield, and it's caught there And it's going to bring up a third down now for Cal.
Forced out of bounds by number 20, Chris Monaco.
Not a very big gain there. Going to be maybe a gain of 2. 3rd and 8 now for Cal. They got to make some progress if they want to continue this drive.
3rd and 8 for Cal from their own 32. Husky fans,
And looks like the sun is starting to come out here at Redmond Stadium. Very good for the players and for everyone up in the press box and the fans down below. Good news all around. 2 and 2 on either side of your screen for the Vulcans. Mitchell takes the snap, looking, stepping up in the pocket. He's trying to dump it off to Sykes, and it would have just been a great catch if he would have done that. You see the throw that Mitchell made on that? They got his ankle. We're going to take a look at this replay here.
Yeah, watch here as you see they brought the house here which left Sykes wide open, and just a little shuffle pass, but just a little too much there. When it gets cold, it's hard to get that ball sometimes.
Would have been a great play if it was caught, but Beatco, excuse me, that might have been Daughtry down there, and the punting unit comes onto the field. Low snap. Kicked nicely by Beatco, actually, and it's going to take a nice Cal U bounce here. And it's going to go out of bounds at around the 31-yard line in Bloomsburg territory.
Great kick there by Beatco on that one.
3-yard line. Bloomsburg starts 1st and 10 from their own 33.
2:16 left to play here in this third quarter of action. Cal U leads 17-0 over the Huskies. Bloomsburg going to try to change that and maybe get some points of their own here on this drive.
7-4-4-1-8-8.
And the ball going to be officially marked at the Husky 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Rise takes the snap, firing to the middle of the field, and it's caught nicely by Bloomsburg. And they're already in Cal U territory with one play, Johnny.
Yeah, it's definitely been a more effective quarterback here for the Huskies, as he just finds a receiver wide open and on a quick go route.
It was a nice catch there by Jones to move the chains for the Huskies. Now at the Vulcan 49-yard line. He's going to run it up the middle. Maybe a gain of 2 there on the play. Vulcan's snuffing that up there for the most part.
Yeah, the Vulcans' run defense has been very effective so far, or other than 1 or 2 plays, but they're starting to figure out Goodwin and company back there.
And it's officially a gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Now ball spotted at the Vulcan 48-yard line. 3 on the near side, 1 on the far for Bloomsburg. Rise, drops back, fires, and it is incomplete. Nice pass coverage there by who else but Noah Dillo. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down for Bloomsburg.
Take a look at the replay here, Peyton, as we see. He quick pass here from Rise. He looks for it. Dillo jumps the route and tips it away last second. If he had a second sooner, we're probably talking about an interception, possibly a pick 6.
Mm-hmm. If Dillo wasn't there, we could also be talking about how Bloomsburg would be getting their first points of the game, potentially. But that was not the case. 3rd and 9 now for the Huskies. 2 and 2 on either side. Rise drops back, facing pressure, steps up. And he's going to fire off to his receiver, and that's going to be enough for a Husky. 1st down on the catch there was Tyshawn Pollard, and that's enough to move the chains for Bloomsburg.
Yeah, take a look here. Rise had all day to throw. As he felt a little pressure, and then just quick dump off to his receiver, and it just makes it past the sticks for the first downs.
Huskies are rolling here on this drive so far. Ball now at the Cal U 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Rise takes the snap, fires quickly off to his back. It's caught there by Jones. It's going to be a nice pickup there, about 6 or 7 there on the play for the Huskies.
And who else to make the tackle? But it's Noah Dilla. Oh, we've called his name a lot so far this game, as we have all season.
Very big part of that Vulcan defense on why they're so strong. Gain of 6 officially. 2nd and 4 now for the Huskies. Vulcan's got to clamp up a little bit more defensively if they want to stop Bloomsburg. Rise in the pistol. Hands it off to his back up the middle. And the Vulcans making a big stop there on the run game. It's third down for Bloomsburg. And that is going to be the end of the third quarter. It's been a pretty good quarter for both teams, but the Cal U Vulcans are ahead on the Bloomsburg Huskies 17-0. We are going to have to send it to commercial break. So for CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC network, and 91.9 FM, do not go anywhere.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
And welcome back to our broadcast here on CUTV Sports 1. As always, my name is Peyton Trollinger. Alongside of me, my color analyst, Jonathan Sakaguchi, as we are just about set to start the fourth quarter of action here at Redmond Stadium on the campus of Bloomsburg University. Cal U's leading 17-0 over the Huskies.
Yeah, a couple score updates for you, Peyton, real quick. As Mercyhurst now I'll cut it to a 4-point lead now as they trail Shippensburg 10-6. Shippensburg leads it at 42-0.
And a nice run there by the Huskies. I believe that was Jones on the carry. Nice pickup. And that's going to be enough to move the chains for the Huskies. A nice way to start off the quarter there.
Another big stop by Matt Toby.
Here we go again. 3 to the far. Rise hands it off to his back. And he's fighting for a few yards there. That was Alex Gooden on the carry. Maybe a pickup of 3 or 4. Second down.
Stop there by Matt Toby. Gain of 4.
Gain of 4 officially. 2nd and 6 now for the Huskies. Deep in Cal U territory, just outside the red zone at the 21-yard line. 2 and 2 on either side. Rise drops back, feeling pressure. Oh, and he's finally brought down by the Vulcans. Originally getting the first contact there. Let's take a look at this replay here. We see Rise dropping back here, and he was trying to move forward. So we see Marvin Maddox got the first contact, but then he was finally brought down by one of the big boys up front.
It was number 54 in your programs, Derek Corboy, coming up with a big stop there.
The 6-foot, 280-pound defenseman just bringing it down on Rise. And now it's a 3rd and about 12 now for the Huskies. Rise drops back, feeling a lot of pressure. Multiple pressure from the Vulcans. He's just going to run it himself. Dodging Cal U defenders. It's Rise. He's still in the run. He's at the 10-5. One man to beat. And touchdown, Bloomsburg. What a run and what a turnaround for the Huskies. From looking like he was getting sacked to a rushing touchdown for Rise. And take a look at this replay.
Yeah,
dodging
missing multiple defenders. Jamal Martin Jr. Here, Ivan for him, and you had Mormon and Toby coming after him there at the end.
And now Bloomsburg is setting up for the point after, and just a great run there by the Huskies. Set to kick, be Michael Beloga. The kick is up, and it is good. Bloomsburg has now officially recorded some points and are on the scoreboard. We're going to send it to break here on CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
The Caillou Cupboard connects students to information, services, and resources both on and off campus while providing free items such as food, school supplies, personal hygiene items, and more to our students. Visit our 2 locations at the Vulcan Village Clubhouse and Natali Student Center, or for a contactless option, visit bit.ly.com/Caillou Cupboard to request food or give donations. For important Caillou information, community resources, and our how-to series, follow at Caillou Cupboard on Instagram and the campus-wide announcements.
And welcome back to the broadcast here on CUTV Sports 1. Before we cut it to break, Bloomsburg was able to register their first points of the game and now cut Caillou's lead to 17-7. Lockhart with the ball. And he's still on his feet now. He's going. He's at the 40 and pushed just out of bounds before midfield, and great field position for the Vulcans.
Look at the replay here. As he got some good blocks. I think the Vulcans might have got away with one there. There, as you see, Lockhart just bounced to the far side. He'd crossed the 30, had some good blocking from his return team up the sideline before he's knocked out of bounds right at midfield.
I couldn't tell if that was either Maddox or Lockhart, but either way, the Vulcans are set up at midfield, 1st and 10. 2 and 2 on either side. Mitchell doesn't like what he sees, going to check it down. Looks like McCann the third in the backfield, and McCann's going to get the call. Making a nice pickup for the Vulcans. Looks like 8 or 9 on the play.
Definitely been one of the better running games for Caillou so far in the season. And a quick score update for you, Peyton. As the Lakers of Mercyhurst have now taken the lead. He'd lead 13-10 over Shippensburg.
Oh, sounds like it's a very interesting matchup. We'll definitely get you some more updates as the game goes. Mitchell handing it off to McCann. He's still on his feet there. It looks like he was just short of that first down marker. It's going to end up being a 3rd down for Cal. Now the sun is now fully shining here on the campus of Bloomsburg University. I'm sure the players and everyone else are really going to like that one there. Started off with a lot of rain, and now we got some sun. It's great to see. There was no gain on that play. 3rd and 2 for the Vulcans. Caillou spreading it out here on the near side. 3. McCann with Mitchell, and Mitchell doesn't like what he sees. He's going to call a timeout for the Vulcans. The first timeout of the half.
Yeah, we're going to take a look here at the regional rankings. Kutztown and Shepherd at 1 and 2. Who then Notre Dame College is there in 3rd place. New Haven dropped down, up to 4th. Bentley, after losing to New Haven last week, drops down to 5. Slippery Rock at 6. Caillou at 7. Shippensburg at 8. Tiffin at 9. And Findlay at 10. Speaking of Findlay and Tiffin, and Findlay leads it at 23-14 right now going into the 4th quarter. Addison brought it as trails Notre Dame College 65-0.
Oh boy!
And this one just got updated. It is a 13-6 lead for New Haven and over Franklin Pierce. Looks like Franklin Pierce is trying to play spoiler for them. And over in the PSAC title game, it is now all 24-20.
And now the Vulcans on the field. It's going to be 3rd and 2 after the timeout. Mitchell, snap, fakes the handoff, fires the end field, and he catches it. And he's going to pick up a lot more in the Vulcan first down with it.
Take a look here at the replay, Peyton. And as you see, the fake handoff, they bid on the run play for the defense. So now you have a wide open Edenfield who got on some extra yardage, and that one defender for Bloomsburg slipped on the wet field, got a couple extra yards, and gave the Vulcans a first down.
Vulcans ran that play a little earlier in the game. Edenfield making good on that, kind of redeeming himself on that one. Mitchell handing it off to McCann, taking the outside. And it looks like it'll be a short little pickup for the Vulcans, maybe 2 on the play, maybe 3. Second down for Cal U.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to say he's around 30, maybe the 29 of Bloomsburg. So a second and so they are going to say it's going to be 2nd and 8 from the Bloomsburg 31. I thought he got it to the 30.
2nd and 8 now for Cal U. Lockhart there on the far side. Tarrant and Jackson here on the near. Mitchell in the shotgun with Sykes in the backfield. Mitchell takes the snap. Stepping up in the pocket. Quick little pop pass. He tried to give it to, I believe that was Sykes. Incomplete there. That's 3rd and 8 now for Cal U.
Yeah, that's a little miscommunication there on that route with Sykes.
Just under 10 minutes left to play here in this 4th quarter. Your score 17-7 in favor of Cal U. Again, 3rd and 8 now for the Vulcans. 2 and 2 on either side. Sykes in the backfield with Mitchell. Mitchell, the snap, looking, firing to Jackson. He catches it. And a nice reception there by Jaquay Jackson, and that's enough for a Vulcan. First down. We take a look at this replay here. Jackson at the bottom of your screen sees Mitchell. Jackson pretty open there on the play. He brought down immediately, and again, just enough to move the chains for the Vulcans.
Yeah, that's Jackson, and I believe his 1st or 2nd catch of the game.
Haven't called his name a whole lot, but let's see if Mitchell can find Jackson a little bit more. 2 on the far, 1 here on the near. Mitchell takes the snap. Quick little screen pass to Tarrant. He catches it. He's going upfield. And I believe that's going to be enough for a Vulcan first down, but there is a flag here on the play.
Yeah, it looked like Tarrant was down, and then just one of the Bloomsburg players came in a little late there.
Again, the head official had to leave the game. Looked like a hamstring, but let's see what the official call here is. It's going to be a face mask call going against the Huskies. And that's going to be a first down for the Vulcans. And they are very deep within Bloomsburg territory, now at the 5-yard line. And they're threatening to score again.
Yeah, so Tarrant already had the first down, and that just added another 5 yards from the end of the run. So good fortune for Cal U there.
Vulcans looking to punch one in here now. It's a misdirection. Lockhart was under center. He's going to take it himself. And that is a touchdown, Vulcans. Derek Lockhart, assuming the quarterback position, just runs it up the middle. And that's enough for the Cal U touchdown. Look at this right here.
Yeah, a little wildcat formation for the Vulcans. As you see Lockhart on the handoff read option play, takes it himself in for 6.
And Johnny, I don't know if you saw where you were standing, but Mitchell was lined up as a receiver on that play.
I thought I saw him going out there, so I thought it was a little weird. Wildcat worked for the Vulcans there.
Yeah, he was lined up there at the bottom of your screen if you go back and watch the replay. But here we go. Tarrant the hold. Biko with the extra point, and it is through the uprights. And now the Vulcans jump up to a 24-7 lead over the Huskies. We're going to send it to commercial break. CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Backed by popular demand and better than ever is late night dining in the Natali Student Center. Join us starting Monday, October 18th at the hot spot for evening dining, Natali Evening Eats, located on the second floor of Natali next to Umami. Open Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. to 11:30 p.m., and on weekends, 7:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m., Natali Evening Eats is a one-stop shop for your favorite menu items. Orders can be placed through our mobile app or at the designated Evening Eats kiosk. We can't wait to see you there.
Welcome back to the action here on CUTV Sports 1. Right before we cut it to commercial break, the Vulcans added another touchdown to their lead. It is now 24-7 Vulcans. Look at this scoring drive here again. A little bit of a wildcat formation. Lockhart assuming the quarterback position. Just able to sneak it in for the 6 points. Biko, as always, kicks the extra point, and we are where we are now.
Yeah. What we call all that is a wildcat read option. And it looks in the have a kicking penalty here against Cal U. The ball went out of bounds. So
the kick did go out of bounds there, Johnny. Now the ball is going to be spotted at the Bloomsburg 35-yard line, and that's where this Husky offense will take over. 1st and 10 now. Rise is still the man under center. Takes the snap, handing off to his running back. Bounces off of a couple Vulcans, and he's finally brought down on the carry there. Was Gooden. And it pick up a respectable amount there for the Huskies.
Yeah, look at the replay here. As you see, initial contact with Clora Boy, as you see, as Jamal Martin Jr. And looks like Gabe Miller came in on the play.
And another run there by Bloomsburg. And another first down for Bloomsburg as well.
Yeah, Matt Toby on the stop as Gooden just in it right up the middle. The Huskies starting to get some life here.
We see the Huskies' ground game is starting to show. And now it's taking over at the Vulcan 49-yard line. It's Gooden again up the middle. Picking up maybe 4 yards there on the play. Should be about 2nd and 6 for the Huskies.
Stopped there by Xavier, along with
Ball now at the Vulcan 46-yard line.
2nd and 7, Bloomsburg.
7:40 left to play and counting left to go in this 4th and final quarter of action. Rise drops back, takes the snap, firing a deep one downfield. And that is going to be incomplete. Ball's a little bit overthrown there. No flags on the play. Looked like Micah Tillman was there on the coverage.
Looking for number 9 and Logan and Lively. He on the was the intended target for a Rise.
Now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 officially for the Huskies. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line of the Vulcan territory. 2 to the far, 1 here on the near. Rise in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back. Rise feeling a bit of pressure. Trying to fire, and he does. And caught there by Tyshawn Pollard. And he was met there with authority by Taylor. Taylor a little slow to get up there.
Take a look at the replay here. Here, as you see the catch, Taylor went for the big hit, and I think he got the worst end of that one.
That's a Bloomsburg first down.
And I think the officials are trying to just check up on Taylor just to make sure he's okay. He is going to go down, take a bit of a knee, and we have the Vulcan trainers out on the field. That was a very big hit there by Taylor. And as they tend to him, we're going to take a look at the upcoming Vulcan basketball schedule. They played Charleston on November 12th.
I was going to say, hey, that was a win for them last night. Hey, it's a upset number 25 Charleston by 4.
Then today, I believe they'll be playing Glenville State. A couple days from then, they'll be playing Franklin Pierce, then Central State of Ohio. Then we'll be going to Bloomsburg here in December, and then also making the trip out to East Stroudsburg.
And this is on the women's side as they played West Liberty last night. I do not have a score for you on that one. They'll play Charleston today. Their first home game will be this Thursday at home against Fairmont State, so make sure you come down to the Convocation Center for that one. And then next week they'll play a Central State, Ohio, in another non-conference matchup. So don't miss that, folks.
Alrighty, here we go. 1st and 10 now for the Huskies. 2 and 2 on either side as the man goes in motion. Handoff. It was a little bit of a bad snap by Rice. He's going to take it up the middle. Gain of about 3 there on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Looking at this replay here.
Yeah, it was a low snap. And you got to know, that field's still a little wet. It's the ball's going to be a little slick sometimes for the quarterback. So Rise took it himself off up the middle there for a couple of yards.
Ball now spotted at the Vulcan 35-yard line. 2nd and 7. 6:40 left to play here in this 4th and final quarter of action. Taking the snap is Rise. He's going to hand it off to his back, and he's met with authority by the California defense. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down for Bloomsburg.
Yeah, we talked about Bloomsburg's conversions on 3rd down coming into the Peyton. They were only good for about 35% of them. They are 8 of 18 now. So just under 50% in this contest.
Bloomsburg showing a strong side to the far side. Now a man goes in motion, now evened out. Rise, drops back, fires quickly, and just looked like a little miscommunication as Jones was going to be the intended target. He just didn't turn around in time. There's a lot of pressure by the Vulcan defense. Rise had to get rid of it or it was going to be a big loss.
And Noah Dillo came screaming off that near side edge and hit Rise. Rise, he was throwing the ball. So, good play by the Vulcan defense. And now you're inside Vulcan territory. What do you do here, Peyton? Do you go for it or do you try it, or you try to get a couple extra points?
I think you almost have to go for it if you're in the position that Bloomsburg's in right now. You're down by quite a lot here, and it's 4th and 6. Rise takes the snap, firing downfield, and it's going to be intercepted. What a catch by Dominic Solomon Jr. One-handed interception in the end zone. It's Vulcan ball, and they're going to take it over at the 20.
Yeah, take a look at this replay here, folks. Watch this as you see Rise drops back, looking for a man, and throws it down on field, and it's Dominic Solomon Jr. with the one-handed grab. I think OBJ would even be impressed as the man of one-handed catches as he pulls that one in.
We're going to look at this again because I just can't get over it. You know, we see Rise, 4th down, throwing it down deep. He's just trying to get something on the board there. Dominic Solomon Jr. says, no way in heck. One-handed interception for Solomon Jr.
So they're going to say, hey, the Vulcans are going to end up starting from the 2.
Vulcans now very deep in their own end. I thought they were going to start the 20, but they are going to start the 2-yard line.
And they're going to say because of Solomon Jr. running into his own end zone.
Here we go. Mitchell now in the end zone. Very low snap there, and it was a fumble on the play. The officials trying to see what's going on here.
Got all sorts of mixed signals from the Huskies. I'm going to say it's a safety.
And it is a safety for the Huskies, and Coach Dunn's going to be very upset about that.
Yeah, watch here, Peyton, on this one. And just a bad snap there by the Vulcan. And as Edenfield dove on the ball and recovered it.
William Martin III jumping on that ball to get the safety for Bloomsburg.
So that
And
makes it 24-9 now, your score. So let's take a look here how we got here, Peyton, real quick. So it all started with the interception and from Rise. As you see, the one-handed grab by Solomon Jr., or beautiful snare there, but because he ran into the end zone and that's where he was wrapped up on the transfer, they're going to say he was down at the 2. And then right after, bad snap here for the Vulcans. The Vulcans recover it, but it's going to be a safety. So Biko is now going to kick this one away.
from the 20-yard line, we're going to get an old-fashioned safety kick here. You don't see a lot of these anymore.
This is the second one we've seen this season.
First one was back at Edinburgh. Remember that one, Johnny?
That was a wild game for sure as the kick is away.
And returned nicely by the Huskies, now at the 40-yard line in Vulcan territory. Very nice return there by Logan Labai. And just a great return, great speed by him. Let's take a look at this.
Yeah, look at this as he catches it clean and takes it right up the middle. Well, return to aim for Cal U here. Here as he gets stopped right there at the 40. He might be around the 41, and Coach Dunn is not happy about this.
There was just a huge hole there for that was he just ran right through it and took advantage. Now the offense, Bloomsburg's offense, back out on the field. Quick little PA pass to Jones, catches it, and he's brought down by Martin Jr. Maybe a gain of 2 or 3 there. Second down and 8 for the Huskies.
Gain of 2.
And it looks like we're going to get a timeout if we got an injured Vulcan on the field.
Not entirely sure who that is. You know, like you said, you just hate to see injuries, especially the players. We had a official go down already.
That's the problem when the weather gets this cold.
Looks like one of the linemen are down. Still trying to make out a number here. Can't particularly do that.
We got another score update for you, Peyton. In the fourth quarter, this one just got a lot closer. Tiffin trails Finley 26-20 now. Over.
And looks like he's back up and he's walking by his own power.
It's number 99, Gage Hill.
The 6'3", 300-pound freshman from Altoona, PA. Not a lot phases him, but this one got to him just under his skin there. He's able to get off on the sidelines with his own power. Hopefully we'll see him back in the game. Now here we go. Bloomsburg, 2nd and 8 at the Cal U 38-yard line. Trips to the far side, one to the near. Rise takes a snap, pump fakes, goes downfield, interception! Another interception for the Vulcans. And I believe that's Marvin Maddox.
Kayvon
Mormon coming up with it, and there's a flag, a little extracurricular activities after the play.
Yeah, watch here. There's Rise goes to the pump fake and then lets it fly and just overthrowing his receiver. Is Mormon and makes the catch, and after that, and all the extracurricular activities of the game, the play happen. So we're going to see what happens here. They're going to say around the 19 for the Vulcans was the catch.
Another great catch there by him, and he just turns it back over for the Vulcans. Cal U takes over at their own 18-yard line, 1st and 10.
So we'll find out what the call is here. So that one's going to go again, and Stefan Brown, I believe.
And that's going to back the Vulcans up even further, now taking over at their own 9-yard line.
Correction, that was Gerald Brown. They're going to get called on the infraction there. They're not sure what happened there at the end of the play.
Some exchange of words there. That's what I'm hearing. Vulcans are going to have to deal with this deep in their own territory. We know what happened last time. It resulted in a safety. Let's I'm sure Mitchell in this offense doesn't want that to happen again. Now he takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to his back. And not much of a gain there. And on the carry there for the Vulcans.
I believe it was Cameron.
And it's going to be a loss of about 3 or 4 there on the play. Second and about 14.
Yeah, if you're Cal U, you don't want to be going this way, back towards your end zone. You don't want to have another safety again.
Not at all. Here we go. 2 on the far side, 1 here on the near. Mitchell takes the snap. It was a low one. Quick pass. Catches it. And gets him out of their end zone thanks to Cam Tarrant. Just short of that first. Actually, no, they will give him the first down. Look at this replay here, Johnny.
Yeah, look, the snap was a little off center there. There, no pun intended, as Mitchell slings the ball to Tarrant, and it turns upfield and gets enough yardage for the 1st and 10. And they're back to where the interception and it was supposed to be.
Vulcans now at the, looks like the 19 or 20-yard line. 1st and 10 off the catch from Tarrant. Almost looked like he was going to be a little short, but the officials gave it to him. Now, Mitchell, quick pass, screen pass, caught. And he's going upfield now. He's got the first down. He's just tripped up there. And I believe that was Cam Tarrant again. Back-to-back big catches for him. That's another Vulcan first down.
Yeah, watch it here. It fakes the handoff. Mitchell slings it out there on a screen pass that failed earlier. But this time works as Tarrant gets past the sticks and then some, sets him up just past the 35-yard line, around the 36, 37.
2:50 left to play here in this final quarter of action. Vulcans they started deep in their own end, but now have gotten themselves to about the 37-yard line of their own territory. Mitchell takes the snap, hands it off to McCann. McCann looks like he might gain about 3 or 4 there on the play, Johnny.
Yeah, good run by McCann. And looks like about a gain of 4 on the play.
There's going to be a timeout called by the Huskies here with 2:28 left to play here in the 4th quarter. 24-9 your score in favor of Cal U. And, Johnny, I saw this here on the CalVulcans.com, but just a little bit of a shout-out to a couple of the Vulcan players, former Cal U players, now playing in the NFL. We have C.J. Goodwin, graduated in 2013, the cornerback for the Dallas Stars. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know what I'm thinking there.
Thinking some hockey there, Peyton.
I'm jumping the gun here. I'm ready for hockey, Johnny. And then also Eric Harris. He's a free safety there for the Atlanta Falcons, not the Thrashers, the Falcons.
That team's been gone for a while. I don't know the look at you even funny for that one. And so a couple of quick score updates for you, Peyton. As looks like this one's going to go final here. Shepherd's going to win 55-0. Your final score there as they beat Clarion.
And here we go. We're back into the action. 2 here on the near. McCann up the middle, gaining the first down a little bit more. He's going to cross midfield into Bloomsburg territory, and that's where he's brought down. First down, Vulcans.
Yeah, good run there by McCann. And this Tiffin, as well. First, let's look at the highlights. Look at that blocking there for the Vulcans. And as you see, McCann and get some good yardage there. Or another one, or close one, as Tiffin, and now cutting the gap down on against Finley. 26-21 your score over there. And Notre Dame just running away with this one, up 72-0.
Oh boy, that's that's a pretty big blowout there. Here we go. McCann gets the snap. He tries to spin away from a defender, but it doesn't matter. He's brought down in the backfield around midfield. That's going to be a loss there for Cal.
Yeah, Bloomsburg read that one and perfectly. As didn't mean to call him Bentley. I'm looking at the score here for that one, and as they're up on Assumption in 48-16 now, all your score. But let's take a look now at the regional rankings. Kutztown on Shepherd or Notre Dame College. There's New Haven, Bentley, who dropped down to fifth after falling to New Haven, and Slippery Rock, who's moved up to sixth. Cal U in seventh, Shippensburg in eighth. Tiffin and Findlay round out the rest of the top 10s. I was looking at some of those scores there for you folks.
So, Johnny, we got these Super Region 1 rankings. So what are your thoughts? What do you think's going to happen here? How's this going to shake out?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see for sure, or because depending on what happens with Kutztown and Slippery Rock, you could see the Rock slip out of that playoff spot and Cal maybe move up. But it definitely, we're going to have to wait until tomorrow afternoon to find out what happens when the regional rankings come out for those playoffs.
A lot of teams will be anxiously waiting for that day. McCann gets the call again. He's brought down in the backfield. And it's going to be a timeout called by the Huskies. And that's going to be their last timeout of the half. We're going to take a look again here at the regional rankings.
So, we already know that at Kutztown on Notre Dame are good. New Haven, Bentley, Slippery Rock are the questionable ones. And then the bottom four are your questionable ones. Now, which one of these two teams at 9 and 10 is going to get in? I'm thinking it's going to be Findlay, who's going to end up picking up the win as they are leading Tiffin right now. Oh, and we're going to have to wait and find out what the fate for Cal U will be tomorrow because they're sitting there on the bubble. Same with Shippensburg and Slippery Rock. However, we already know New Haven's probably going to be in, and they won the conference championship as they knocked off Bentley last week in that thriller. So we had a couple upsets last week, and it's going to be curious to see what happens there.
It's going to be very interesting to see. Cal U, if they would have won last week, the fate would have already been aligned. They would have 100% made the playoffs. They ended up losing. Now they got to play this game, and their fate lies in the hands of others. That's never good. So we got to see how they shake out for tomorrow. Richie Sykes now on the carry. He's going to pick up a couple yards there on the play, getting past the line of scrimmage. And it's going to bring up a fourth down and long for Cal U. Fourth and about 9 now.
And it looks like Coach is going to keep the offense out there.
Officially going to be a gain of 3 there. Just over a minute left to play here in this contest. 24-9, your score in favor of the Vulcans.
They're just going to let this clock wind down a little bit here. Here, take it all the way down on the 1 second on the play clock and then probably call timeout.
And that is exactly what's going to happen. Cal U will call a timeout here. With 44 seconds remaining, all they're going to really have to do is just make one more play, just make the kneel, and that's about just going to wrap this game up. .44 seconds remaining.
And this one's going to go final here, Peyton, as Notre Dame's going to run away with that one. 72-0, your final score there. And they're just getting underway with the fourth quarter now in the PSAC title game. And this one's also final as Assumption and makes it a 48-23. It's going to be your final score in that one as well. The
Vulcans and the Huskies back out onto the field. 4th and 9 now for Cal. Looks like they're going to have to run a play here. Mitchell in that shotgun. 2 to the near, 1 to the far, 2 backs in the backfield. Mitchell takes a snap. Looking, firing a deep one downfield, and intercepted by the Huskies. Intended for Derek Lockhart. He's going on the near side of the field. Couple blockers now for the Huskies. He's going to cut on the inside, and he's still not down. He's at the 15, the 10, and he's finally brought down by the Vulcans. What a pick, and what a return there for Bloomsburg.
Uh-oh, we got some flags down.
Late flag here on the play, but Johnny,
there was a couple
replay.
before that. Look at the blocking he got from his defense. The defense here of Bloomsburg setting him up. It looked like he was going to take it all the way. We had this conversation earlier on the game with a Cal U interception, and it looks like he's going to be down on around the 8-yard line of the Vulcans, but there was flags thrown behind the play, and then 2 late ones. So let the referees sort this one out, because this one could be coming back here.
Like you said, multiple flags there on Danny Hale Field. And both penalties going against Bloomsburg. Block in the back.
So a block in the back, and we'll see right there, Peyton's the block in the back. So that one's going to be enforced. And then at the end of the play, see here is a good juke move to get away from the defender is before, or the Vulcans can wrap him up. Looks it was number 78 in your program. Yeah, it was Nichelle.
Looked like number 79, Noel Browse.
And at the end of the play, there was an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that's going to back him up another 15-yard, or it's from the spot for that first penalty. So what was going to be a good return for the Huskies now is going to pin them deep inside their own territory. So you see the officials marching it off here. He's down back inside their own 30-yard line, down near the 25.
That is, it's unbelievable just how flags just can change the course of a game for a team. They were at the 8, and now they're deep in their own end. Here we go. It was a pass incomplete from Bloomsburg. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line in Husky territory. 17 seconds remaining. Bloomsburg going to try to maybe put another one up on the board. He drops back. He's going to go forward. A little quick screen pass. Got the first down. He'll just go out of bounds. And that'll be enough for a Husky first down to keep this drive going.
This clock is going to stop now with, I believe, 9 seconds left.
Now at their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Rise, drops back. Stepping up now, evading defenders, going to pick up past the line of scrimmage and just simply goes out of bounds to stop the clock there again.
And just a simple little run, and it's going to get about, looks like 1, maybe 2 yards on that play.
That's exactly 1 yard. It's going to be 2nd and 9 now for the Huskies.
Looks like Cal U's going to bring that at prevent defense now.
1 singular second remaining in the 4th quarter. 1 more play for the Huskies. They're just going to go for the run. He's got the first down. And he is finally brought down by the Vulcans. And that will conclude our broadcast here at Redmond Stadium. Your final score, Cal U 24, Bloomsburg 9. For the rest of the CUTV crew, For my broadcast partner, Jonathan Sakaguchi, my name is Peyton Trollinger. Have a great night, everybody.